What's up guys, today I'll be ranking the Christmas skins for Brawlhalla's 2020 Christmas event. I'll be ranking the skins based on their character skin and the weapon skins. I'll also be mentioning how colors look on the skin, but they aren't the main factor in the ranking. Note that this ranking and tier list is all my opinion, and it's fine if you think differently. Merry Christmas and let's get started. Alright guys, so going in store order, first off we have Frostguard Ragnarok. Now the axe looks pretty cool, the guitars are okay, and the skin itself I'm kind of in two minds about. It's a really cool concept with the whole ice dragon theme, but I feel like it doesn't look as clean as it could. With the colors, it looks alright. Some of the colors like Gold Forge turn it into some sort of celestial god, whereas others it just kind of looks weird. But mostly it's alright, black's okay. So depending on your taste, this would probably be different, but for me this is an A tier skin. Next up, we have Festive Yeti Onyx. I don't really like Onyx's other skins that much, so for her, this is a pretty decent skin. As for the Christmas theme, I really like the cannon, and the penguin gauntlets are a nice touch. The skin itself is alright. It's a bit disappointing to me how they couldn't do the wings in a different color, but it is kind of cool. The bell is a nice touch. And as for colors, it looks alright. It looks pretty good in black, so for this, I'm going to be putting it in B tier. Next up is Nutcracker Cassidy. So this skin looks really nice, and the guns are nice and festive, however, I'm not really into the hammer that much. The skin looks cool, making her kind of wooden with the little lines on the mouth, but when we put colors on it, it looks a bit dodgy, and the black doesn't look that great, so this places it in B tier as well. Next up, we have Santa Wushang. The glasses are a nice touch, and the hat is also nice as well. The overall skin is pretty good. It's alright. It's not really Wushang's best skin, but it's not his worst skin either. The gauntlet's alright. Fist punch through presents is a pretty cool idea, and this spear is absolutely amazing. It's so slim and sleek. It's really cool. I really love the spear, and I've seen a bunch of pros use this spear in tourneys. As for colors, it just looks pretty bland, pretty okay. Black looks nice with the little bow, but it isn't crazy. If we hop in game, here you can see the spear on black, and it's pretty much just red, not much black, and honestly I like it. The gauntlets look pretty nice as well with the black, red and grey, so this skin is A tier. Next up we have Future Spirit Artemis. Artemis has some really cool skins, and this is definitely no exception. The scythe and lance are alright, they look really good in black though, and the skin is just extremely cool. The cloak with the kind of like galaxy sort of thing in it is really sick, and also the chains and padlock on the chest is a really nice touch. There's also a bit of holly on the scythe, which is a nice touch as well. And they kind of have this sort of crystal sort of glow about them. When we chuck some colors on it, it looks alright. But Christmas looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But black is just insane. As you can see in game here, it looks really sick. And the lance looks sick in the black with the red crystal at the front. And the scythe looks cool as well. So this skin is for sure S tier. Next up, we have Nutcracker Val. So this skin is alright. The color is a nice aqua, but it's not necessarily like cool. The sword itself is kind of basic, and the gauntlets are kind of creative yet basic as well. When we chuck some colors on it, it doesn't look that good. The Christmas looks okay, but the black is just a bit basic, especially compared to the other Val skins. And for these reasons, this skin is C tier for me. Next up, we have Nutcracker Bodvar. So this is the third Nutcracker skin in the event, and here we have Mr. Bearson. The skin itself is pretty nice, and it fits really well with the theme of Christmas. The sword has a nice candy cane like pattern, and the little mint as well on the middle of the sword. And the hammer, it's okay. It's called Mousetrap. I'm probably missing something, but I personally, I'm not really a huge fan of the hammer. Like, it's not bad, but it's nothing crazy. When we chuck some colors on it, it looks kind of good in some, kind of bad in others. It looks really good in Christmas, and in black it looks alright, but the black also looks really nice on the weapons. So this is what he looks like in game. You can see the feather looks a bit odd in black because it's not really like feathery. It kind of looks like a weird thing on his hat. The hammer looks alright though in black, and the sword looks alright as well. So overall, the weapons look good in black, but The feather looks a bit odd, so this is placing it in B tier. Next up, we have Snowman Core. Now back in the day, this used to be one of nicest core skins, but now not so much, as I kind of prefer some other core skins. The gauntlets are pretty basic, just being like some middens, but the hammer is pretty nice, being a snow plow scooper, I forgot what they're called. A shovel, like a big shovel. The hat and scarf are a nice touch, and he honestly looks kinda happy. When we chuck some colors on Core, he doesn't look that great. In fact, in Christmas, he looks like a bloody cabbage monster. But in black, he does look alright, and the weapon skins don't look that bad in black. And for these reasons, Snowman Core is B tier. Next up, we have Krampus Cross. Now this skin is really cool, especially with the horns, the hood, and the chains. The gauntlets look really sick with the chains, and the guns, well, they're kind of basic, but honestly most gun skins are. When we look through the colors, it looks sick in Skyforge. The Winter Holidays actually looks pretty cool. I mean, if you hate green, probably not so much, but it doesn't have the problem that Snowman Core had. And in black, it looks really sick. When we're in game, you can see that his fingernails are painted black on the pistols, and also you can see that the weapons are pretty much just black. These are the pistols. And if we pick up the gauntlets, they're pretty much all black as well. So if black's your favorite color, this skin is perfect, as it pretty much has no red. And because this skin looks so cool, this is definitely A tier. Next up is Holly Jolly Ember. Now overall, this is a pretty nice skin. The elf costume is nice, and the candy cane stripes carry over onto her bow. And you can see Christmas Holly is her guitars, and there's also a bit of it on the top of her bow, which is really cool. Overall, the skin basically uses green, red, and white over the whole thing, which looks really nice together. I personally really like the guitars. Then, if we chuck some colors on it, it looks alright. The home team looks pretty good. The Winter Holiday looks pretty nice. It basically just replaces the red with green. And when we switch over to black, all the green and white is now black and grey. We've got those little bit of red accents, and honestly, this looks really good in black. So this skin for me is definitely A tier. Next up, we have Wreck the Halls Teros. Now this is possibly a bit biased because I used to be a Teros main, but I honestly love this skin. The antlers and the whole reindeer design looks awesome, and the scarf and the bells is a nice touch. The hammer and axe aren't crazy good, but it's nice that the antler design carries over to both of them and on the main skin, so it looks pretty cool in that way. A really nice touch on the antlers is that they have a gradient at the tips, which is on both the hammer, axe, and Teros himself. So you can see as we switch through the different colors here, certain colors have like a nice gradient on the antlers. You can really see it in the synthwave. Home team, you can see it a bit. In haunting, you can see it with the orange. And in black, you can see it gets a bit darker. The skin looks really nice in black, winter, heatwave, haunting. You get the idea. It's a great skin. S tier. And last but not least, we have Secret Santa Thatch. Since they changed Thatch's face, he now looks ugly. And that unfortunately affects his skin. Since the change, I mainly now prefer Thatch skins that don't involve his face, such as Cursed Boy Thatch, Shark Boy Thatch, and Classy Boy Thatch. But a cool thing about this skin is that for the weapons, they're actually his default weapons. So the sword is his default sword, but the wrapping and bow covers the hilt and the bottom of the blade, and it's kind of same for the blasters, except his original blasters have a bit of wood on them. When we put some colors on Santa Boy Thatch, community colors honestly just turns him into a hobo. The Christmas colors, yeah, it looks alright. Black is okay, it still has the sort of homeless vibe, but it's also cool, so it's like half cool, half homeless. The old Thatch definitely would have been B tier, but honestly this new face makes him a C tier. So if you guys are buying some Christmas skins this event, do make sure to consider this tier list. Obviously, if you really want a skin, just buy it if it's your favorite, but here is the tier list. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like if you did enjoy, and leave a comment as to which Christmas skin is your favorite. I'll be reading through and replying to some comments, so leave your favorite Christmas skin in the comments below. I'll catch you guys later. Merry Christmas. See ya.